checkpoint 1.12. They want us to create a graph of a curve defined by the function r is equal to 4 minus 4 cosine theta. I think the easiest thing to do first is to create a table with the theta inputs and the r outputs. And for this, I think it'd be easy to start just going around in a circle. 0, maybe pi over 4, pi over 2, 3 pi over 4, pi, and let's see if we can go on. We'll pause here for a minute and then put in some values. Cosine of 0 is 1, so 4 plus 4 is 8. Cosine of pi over 4 is root 2 over 2, so 4 plus 4 times root 2 over 2, that's 4 plus 2 root 2, which is bigger than between 4 and 8, I'd say. Pi over 2, cosine of pi over 2 is 0, I believe, so that's 4 plus 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. And then the next one is 3 pi over 4. I believe that's negative root 2 over 2. So this is 4 minus root 2 over 2, or 4 minus 2 root 2. And then pi, cosine of pi is negative 1, and that's when we get 0. Okay, so I think it might be worth going a little bit more. The next one is 5 pi over 4, 3 pi over 2, 7 pi over 4, and then finish it all the way up to 2 pi. Okay, 5 pi over 4, or 5 pi over 4, cosine of 5 pi over 4 is going to be, looks like it's going to be a negative again, negative root 2 over 2. So I think this is 4 minus 2 root 2. 3 pi over 2 is the negative y direction, and the cosine of that is 0 again. So 4 plus 0 is 4, and 7 pi over 4 is positive root 2 over 2, and so that's going to be 4 plus 4 times root 2 over 2. And then back to 2 pi, cosine of 2 pi is once again 0, 4 plus 4, or 1, cosine of 2 pi is 1, so 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay, let's draw this. Let's attempt to draw this. It looks like there's going to be a positive 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's our first point, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. At pi over 4 at the origin, 3 pi over 2 goes downward, that's another 4, and then at pi, when we're pointing this way, it's actually 0. So now imagine taking your drawing ray going around this way, and as you're drawing it, you have a radial distance of 8, and then somewhere along the line it shrinks down a little bit. So at pi over 4 you have this angle or this distance over here that's between 8 and 4. So 8 is this long, 4 is this long, so somewhere in between. And it looks like as you're going along here, it'll shrink down. So as you're going along here, your distance will shrink, and as you go over here, it'll get even smaller, and by the time you get to pi, it'll be at 0. So again, the drawing has a distance of 8, and it shrinks, 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 goes to 4, and it shrinks again, goes to 0. And then when you go this way, you're gonna do pretty much the opposite. So it'll go down, it'll go down this way. Oh, not drawing, there we go. and then it'll come back up. So it looks like there'll be some symmetry along the x-axis, and it has this particular shape. All right, this particular shape has a name. It looks like a heart. They actually call it a cardioid. All right, so that's our polar coordinate graph.